If there was a way to increase your rental property by 50%, is that something that would interest you? Well, guess what? Maybe you're looking to buy a rental property. Maybe you have an existing rental property. This is the perfect video for you. My name's Sean McIntyre, the house hacking realtor of Northern New Jersey. And I'll be breaking down my newly renovated midterm rental and how we went from $3,000 a month in rent to $5,700 for our first booking that's moving in today. I'm gonna be sharing all the secrets, all the tips, all the tricks. Stick around to the end so you don't miss a thing, because you're gonna wanna see everything. A lot of secrets in this one, especially the goodies we have upstairs. That's a huge part in midterm rental. You're kind of playing a little bit of the hospitality business, but guess what? When you're getting close to 100% increase in rent, I think you can go a little bit further and do that little extra mile. I don't know, you tell me if I'm crazy. But yeah, let's get into it. I wanna break everything down. Definitely want to stay to the end so you don't miss a beat, because I want to make sure you're set up for success from house hacking to midterm rental, to college rental, whatever it may be. I make videos like this to keep people like you rocking and getting to your financial goals. So if that's something that you're into, click subscribe right off the bat so you can stay up to date on future videos when they come out, because I've got a lot of them. I do weekly videos all about North Jersey real estate investing. Oh, especially if you're a house hacker. I love house hacking. So this is my original house hack. The very first house hack my wife and I purchased, the duplex in Union County. Really, really desirable town, really awesome. I'm gonna be showing everything from the bedrooms to the bathrooms to, like I said, that surprise upstairs that you really, really wanna do, especially if you're a midterm rental host. It really makes things a lot nicer. But this was, you'll see there is a before video that I filmed. Night and day difference right now. Really have things working from the Peloton. We got the little workout machine over there. We've got the weight rack. We got the television. And there's really cool areas I was just sitting in right here. That was my little desk. It's got the raising seat, so you can put your computer on there and raise it up, stand up, do all that kind of stuff. Really nice wheelie chairs. Now, a lot of these things, where are we getting them from? I will be discussing that hack as well. Actually, I'll disclose that one right now. This one here, we got a Facebook Marketplace, this set of chairs. Actually, let me put this down here so you can really see it here. This set of chairs here we got on Facebook Marketplace. People were moving and they had a really awesome deal. I mean, this is high quality leather. The leather works well because it's really easy for cleaning. Huge tip right there. I'll be doing lots and lots of tips. So like I said, this video, you don't want to miss something here, because the more I share, the more successful you're going to be. Okay. But yeah, we use the leather, and that's going to clean a lot easier post like a polyester, or whatever, something else, because it's not going to stain. It's going to be there so you can clean it really nice. Okay. Huge hack that I love is that we're doing a lot of these home good type stores and everything like that. Actually, put you back down here. And that's where this chair that I was sitting on came from. Dude, I mean, 80 bucks for a really high quality chair. Actually got a little bit on sale. You see a lot of deals out there. Maybe there's a little nick or something on the side, but we go to a lot of those types of stores. As you'll see, especially with the artwork and everything coming around. So let's see here. Here's one of the pieces right here. Bam. That's one of the Home Goods, Home Sense, all those types of stores are really good for this type of stuff. The artwork plays such an awesome role in this, because, you want to have the vibe, you want to have the feeling, you want to be comfortable. We have the nice New York City cab because we overlook the city, actually see the city from our property. So we wanted to really, really have that effect going on. Same over here. I got the tiger overlooking New York City, if you can see that there. Okay, so these are all little things that really get the feel, be comfortable. We like the idea that this is a workout, so maybe it's like an eye of the tiger type New York City. Drop a comment below if you think that is spot on, or if there's something else that we could put in this area that may be a little more beneficial. Something else too, if you see anything that we're missing in this video, maybe, hey, why don't you add this, an amenity? I love to hear that, because the amenities are what attract the clients. People are attracted to these things. Not every midterm rental has a workout facility, but if you're into that, this is spot on. I mean, just imagine hopping on the bike, not having to bring your Peloton with you on vacation or whatever it is you're coming in for. Maybe you're coming here for the World Cup. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be talking about that in a little bit later in this video. Stay tuned how this World Cup is gonna really, really make things go wild, okay? But maybe you're coming in, you wanna have the ability to work out, stay fit, all that kind of stuff. That's a huge attraction. Okay, moving along here. Now look, this is probably one of the most important things you want to have here, and that's going to be your owner's closet. So you have the key there, it's a lock and everything, a little bit messy in here, but heck, it can be a little bit messy because it's the owner's closet. You know, I don't have to worry about my tenants coming in here, but we're gonna have all little goods here. We got like extra air conditioner, we got some pillows, all that kind of stuff, extra lamps, mirrors. So it's a nice private little space. Heck, I even have a bed. So if someone wants to rent this, maybe they need an extra space, we can provide them with a bed. All these little things, super easy, we're prepared for, and it's nice. We have extra linens, cameras, all that kind of stuff. So a little bit of light bulbs, keep all that in there. So when you're looking to do that midterm rental, having a space like this plays a big part. If you can do that, that's great. Now look, maybe you don't have a space that large, that's all right, not a big deal. We have ways of making it work still. That's where it's always want to reach out to a professional that understands the property, that can break things down and say, these are the tips and tricks that are going to make sense. You know, having possibly a little closet can still work, but you want to make sure there's enough room for certain amenities, okay? So that's where it's always crucial to work with an expert in these types of situations, because the last thing you want to do is be guessing. The last thing you want to do is like, maybe this is going to work. I don't know. We're going to use facts. We're going to use the data. We're going to be able to get this thing working at a high level for you. Okay, about to go upstairs a little bit, but till then, we're going to check out this first bedroom right here. Now look, I have the cleaning crew coming in literally today. About 30 minutes are going to be here, so don't mind the bed. But yeah, this is what we did. You know, like the artwork. You know, this is appealing. People want to come in here. You got beautiful accent walls. We got the beautiful, you know, all these little things. You get them, like I said, from the Home Goods, garage sales, all these types of things. Got this furniture again from Facebook Marketplace. Really nice. You got a very good bed here. Not crazy expensive. We did not break bank on all this. I could be sharing those numbers in a little bit too. So stick around on what we spent to get all this up and ready, because you're gonna be in shock. And this is why having properties like this, you know me from my previous videos, I'm not the biggest fan of turnkey type properties, but you can actually make a turnkey property work if you have the right strategy. Okay, so stick around. Very good here. Now, hey, look, this is like the grand area here. You know what? I'm gonna come back to this because I have my little hack I'm gonna show you a little bit later right over here, and I don't wanna ruin the surprise yet. But let me keep going through these bedrooms so you can really see everything that's happening going on. Now look, this is gonna be really, really accommodating, whether you're a family, whether you're a business professional, it doesn't make a difference. We got everything going on here. We got beautiful bed, we got the same, similar type design. You know, different accent wall, but you know, all good. But you see all the rooms have the desks. We got the chairs. Love them. I mean, I kind of just roll around on these things. I love these chairs. They're kind of fun to play around with. Matter of fact, the other day I was in the store just kind of shopping like this, going shelf to shelf, getting the little trinkets, and then I bought the thing. So people were kind of looking at me thinking I'm crazy, but hey, it's an efficient way of shopping at a store, okay? So yeah. Let's keep it going. Boom. Garage sale. Bam, got it really cheap. Actually, the one I'm gonna show you over there, I got in clearance really, really cheap in the TV room. Go back to that one here. Now look, here's some really cool things is that, you know, actually my tenant left, previous tenant here left some things behind, didn't want it anymore. So look, we took it and renovated it, made it much nicer. This is all kind of graffitied up and everything, the table that is, and we painted it new. So it looks a lot nicer. That's a really huge hack. So if you have an existing property and you want to make the property into a midterm rental, maybe you have tenants in there, that's a really good way of making things a lot nicer, along with maybe upgrading your own life. I'm going to show you in the kitchen what we did there in a little bit as well. A really huge hack that makes getting appliances and tools and everything like that a lot easier. Stay tuned for that, because you don't have to break bank on this. You don't have to go crazy, believe it or not. Awesome twin size bed. We got awesome painting, you know, accent walls, same vibe, all that kind of stuff. We got the closet, boom, there you go. We've got ironing boards. We have linen bags. We have everything that you want. So you just come in, you just bring your clothes. Okay, I didn't provide the clothes, that's about it. Everything else is here and good to go. Okay, now let's talk about some of these hacks that I was mentioning earlier on. Some really crucial things here. Hey, first things before I get to them is the doors. Now that's a really huge tip. We put the locks in there. I have to change that lower lock because that one does have a lock on it, but we're gonna put it on so it's just the code. The code makes life a lot easier so you don't get locked out of this place. Okay, let's go through some of these things here I was talking about. Now, something I mentioned is what's a good hack that you can use to maybe increase your, maybe not break bank or make this easier for you. Well, here's one example right here is I have this Ninja. So this is the Ninja, what is this machine here? The ice crusher, whatever it is, blender. Oh my gosh, couldn't think of that word there. Blender. Okay, this is the Ninja blender. This is ours from home. So what I decided is I brought the one from home and I got a brand new one for ourselves, okay? Because look, my kids love using the blender. We use it a lot. We probably use a blender a lot more than most people. So I was like, hey, rather than giving someone a brand new blender, this is in great shape, really good. Let's just bring it to the property. So that's what we did. And then we got a new blender for ourselves. And you know, it's nice because it's a nice little change. So that's a huge hack. Like maybe you're living in a property, you don't have to go crazy shopping to furnish the place. Maybe you're actually house hacking right now. Let's say you could test out the furniture that you have in there and then you move to your next house hack. And that's where you buy the new furniture, buy it for yourself. Why not splurge a little bit? Because you're gonna be getting those much, much higher rents, much, 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 much higher rents. Yes, that's coming. I'm talking about that in a little bit as well. So don't wanna miss out. But before I do, make sure if you want to stay up to date on these things, hit the like button and definitely hit subscribe. But the like button's always gonna play a huge part in this because that is gonna make sure you see these videos a lot more. So hit that like button. Let's go on in here to the bathroom. Did some little tweaking here. Oh, can you see that there? Actually, yeah, we actually painted that, made it a little bit nicer. But yeah, nothing too crazy, it's the bathroom, okay? Now look, I said there was a really, really big hack that I wanna share. And now this is really what's great about this is that you get these little trade secrets. That's what's so important about working with an expert. And you see in here, we're gonna have some snacks, some variety, all that kind of stuff we're gonna be leaving for the next guest, like a welcome package. That is crazy. You know, you wanna do a welcome package and people that don't do that, you know, maybe they're missing out. But having a welcome package separates you from everyone else, makes people really appreciate it. They're like, wow, this is great. Yeah, I can't believe you gave me a welcome package. That's so wild. Like, I would never expect that. But those that are doing a little extra effort, kind of the hospitality business, like I mentioned previously. Now here is the grand, big old living room, really awesome. Got this Fox couch that we got off of Amazon, really great deal. Actually, this was a $700 buy. Once again, more artwork from the home good type stores. This is beautiful New York City. Empire State Building, and then we got the old one of actually, you know what, let me bring this one over here so you can see it a little bit better. But we got the classic dudes chilling on the building of the Empire State Building, on the skyscraper. So we got that photo there. Really awesome vibe. I hope that's something that you know, you like and appreciate. And that's why I need you to comment below if there's something else we're missing. You know, maybe you think there should be some accent wall over there. I don't know. I'd love to hear your feedback on all this stuff. But yeah, we did the accent wall here with the photos. We have Verizon came in, so I'm paying for all those services. So really, next person coming in is strictly gonna have to just pay the monthly fee. It's gonna be my utilities, my internet. I'm covering those fees, but there's definitely hacks around that as well. Once again, that's why you wanna work with a professional because there are ways of making sure you get compensated for that. People maybe over usage, things like that. But that's where it's working with a professional. Now look, if you want a midterm rental and you want to work with a professional, easiest thing to do is text me at 973-221-9131. Text me MTR, and I'm happy to connect you with the proper people, happy to have a conversation with you so you can fast track this. Because do you want to kind of guess which way to go? Do you want to maybe possibly figure it out on your own? I mean, you can. There's nothing stopping you from doing that by all means. I did a lot of this myself as well. But then when I realized I could work with experts that could fast track me, this was a night and day difference because there are so many things that you're just not thinking about, from, you know, the toilet paper to the cleaning services, all these things that come into play that you just would never be thinking, like an ironing board. I would never think about that, but guess what? Would you believe me? Would you call me crazy if an ironing board is like one of the #1 requests that people have that you just would not think about? So that's why working with an expert is very, very important in this, and will fast track you to get to your goals so you can get maybe a 50% increase, or how about the 100% increase in rent, which I'm gonna be sharing with you right now, as I promised. So look, we had this place previously rented for $3,000. Right now we're at $5,700 moving in. That's a huge increase. I mean, that's almost 100%. But this is not, that's not even the tip of the, I mean, that is the tip of the iceberg. There's so much more to this, you know, the whole base of this thing. And that's gonna be numbers especially coming World Cup season, we're at the spring market, everything that happens in the greater New York City area on a year-to-year basis. But we're looking at numbers north of $7,000. That is well over 100% increase in rent from what we previously were charging on this property. And like, at the end of the day, those are some very, very serious numbers. Just imagine going from, let's say, $3,000 cash flow to $6,000 cash flow. Or maybe you're looking at a property and you can't find cash flow anywhere. Maybe you're looking at deals and they just do not make any sense at all. I know you're in this position. I feel your pain. Once again, you need to work with people that know what's going on, that understands the market, that can get you to cash flow. I can get to cash flow on college rentals, midterm rentals, short-term rentals. Heck, I get the cash flow on long-term rentals, but there could be opportunity to get much, much better numbers when you're looking at the right property for the right deal. Not every property works. As a matter of fact, the majority of properties for sale, especially in the northern New Jersey market, don't really make any sense at all, and people should be staying away from them. But I see people closing on these deals every single day, and I'm just in my head, I go and I look it up. It's just a traditional property. The strategy's a little backwards. I don't want to see you make those mistakes. I want to see you getting financial freedom, getting your financial goals so you can have more time back. You know, the holidays are coming up. Super excited to be spending with my family and looking forward to Christmas and New Year's. There's no pressure here because I have properties that are taking care of the bulk of our income, that are bringing it in, and I help people like you be in similar positions so you don't have to be dictated by your job or doing what you have to do there. So if you want to stay up to date on more videos and stay up to date with everything happening here in Northern New Jersey, make sure you click subscribe. This is the perfect channel for you for everything house hacking, everything real estate investing in New Jersey. You want to be on the fast track, you want to get there, this is for you. Click subscribe and I'll see you possibly. Actually, do you see this one right here? Probably, yeah, right there. Click that video. Very, very good one.